In this course, we are learning about Tally Prime and Tally ERP. So how we are able to use all the Tally things. And Tally is a purely accounting software. So it's the accountants. So who are looking for that accountant jobs or business or self or any jobs? So the Tally is a very mandatory part. So we can understand Tally is the very easiest methods. We will go for that different modules in Tally. So we can go to that modules, how we are able to use in Tally. So that there are different modules we will learn in the day by day sessions. So what are the pre-requirements for Tally? If we can learn anything in Tally, we need to understand about that. So the common things are called like a basics of computer knowledge. The first thing, anything like that. The computer course means what? The fundamentals of computer is common things. And also it is required for that fundamentals of accounts. This is important things. So what are the fundamentals of accounts here? The fundamentals of accounts, like a understanding of about accounting terminology, like a ledger accounts, voucher transactions, like a debit and credit journal entries. But it is a like a commerce subject. Who knows commerce? Like a commerce students, commerce background, like a intermediate CSC, BCom, MCom, MBA. Those people they know very well. But what about the technical guys? Everyone they can learn. Just you can focus on like at least fundamental of accounts, preparation of day-to-day activities, ledger accounts. So how we can prepare these things? In this case, understanding of transactions are important. So the transactions are relevant of it is followed by sales, purchase, expenses, some kind of incomes, asset based, liability based. So we need to understand these all things in Tally. So the pre-requirements, the most of the things it is commonly we need to use these all are the important. So understanding of ledgers, you know, so you can understand that journal entries and ledgers. Okay, understanding of like a trial balance, then profit and loss, trading and profit and loss. It is called a trading and profit and loss account, P&L account, and also balance sheet. So these all are need to understand. So once if you can prepare your theoretical methods, it is easy to understand these all the things in Tally. Because the Tally is a purely financial accounting software. That financial accounting software we can run with the different things, you know, that kind of methods we can run with in the place of like a different business environments, like a service oriented trading, manufacturers. So any kind of methods, whether traders, manufacturers, service oriented people, everybody they can use with the Tally. Tally software is a very user friendly software. It's a very, very technical software. So that part we will understand very easily. But before that, we need to understand our organization level, how we are able to use with the things that is important thing. So we will discuss fundamentals of accounts at least. You can prepare like a pen and paper methods. You can write the procedures, which is a debit amount, which is a credit amount, as per rules like that, personal, real, nominal accounts. So the accounting terminology is very important because of the whole Tally is behind we are running a accounting methods like any kind of like based on like a balance sheet, like a profit and loss. These all are the common reports. But we have many other MIS reports are there. MIS means Management Information System. So this kind of reports are like a customer based reports, stock based reports, tax based reports. So many other implementations are there. So in the part of that method, how we are able to understand. I can introduce that. There are different modules are there about these three environments, like like a service, trading, manufacturing. So those three relevants, we can learn different modulations in it. Tally. The first module we are learning about that. fundamentals of Tally out of that accounting part. First, we'll discuss about manual accounting. After manual accounting, once we perfect, if you can get good confident about that manual accounting, then we can move to the Tally. Then it is called implementation process. So when we start with the implementation part, everything we need to understand about that, how we are able to work with the things, because the Tally is only for, it is a technical software, it is a mechanism, but everything we can maintain through accounting systematic methods. If you can loss of that method, you are unable to enter anything like that. Tally is what? It is just application based. Open the form, fill the form, submit the form. And these technical aspects we are learning through Tally. And this module we are discussing about that. First, we can go for that overview of Tally Prime and the different Tally versions. What are the Tally versions? So these versions we are learning like a before versions like that. So like a 3.0, 4.0, 4.5, 5.4, 6.3, 7.2, 8.19, ERP right now, Prime. So the difference between versions and what are the key benefits? The key benefits we are learning each and every version. The difference between ERP and like a Prime. So what is the difference between Tally like that, ERP software and Prime software? So we will discuss these two things as practically. We will show you. So once we started the practical, so what are the two difference? Some people are right now using ERP and they're migrated into the Prime. So that things you can understand very easiest method and how you can able to use with the licensing part. This licensing part just we can buy from the direct dealers. You can buy from the direct website through. So what are the methods of licensing part and how we are able to install? So right now we are using licensed user or educational mode. So we can go for that educational mode. Educational mode means what? Educational mode is the learning process. Licensed means what? Working process. The both are the same, but entries are same, but few things are, it is a different. I'll explain. And we also use with that a different interface and navigations. If you're using the first time of Prime, so this Prime interface is that very different comparing with that ERP, the comparison between ERP, the both frames are different. The working process may be same, entering of ledgers, entering of vouchers is the same process like that. But the user interface is like that, the screen level, it is a different methods. So we will discuss all together the practically. Okay. So this is we will covered into that module 1. And coming to the second module, it's a very simple way how we are able to create a company creation and configurations. So this is important thing how we are able to configure the things. The configurations are in Tally, the configurations are called like a F12. F12 is called a company configuration. And one more thing is there, F11, it is called company features. Company features. So how we can use that company features, like there are different features are there, like a accounting, inventory, then taxation, like a taxation, GST, TDS, service tax. So other manufacturing relevant, excise duty. It depends on the country level, depends on the state level. As per their rules, we have to use with the taxation part. So these three rules, three features are very important about all the modulations. Most of the module we discuss through these three features. The configuration is always, what is a configuration is, every screen behind a configuration. Screen means like a ledger behind a ledger configuration, voucher behind a voucher configurations. Suppose we have some reports. Every report behind a configurations like that, like a balance sheet, So the balance sheet configurations and print configurations, many different configurations are there in Tally. So that will be, you can understand practical methods. There is no readable documents. So if you can understand practically, if you can practice hands-on, this is the important thing, because of Tally is 100% purely practical subject. Practical means what? First, we need to discuss the behind the things. The story discussion is important. That means the story means how we are able to implement the things. Suppose you want to implement your organization, all the structure of data, all the financial aspects. Financial aspects means what? Including the production levels, how the production is being maintained, what about the raw materials. After raw material, when we are converting into a finished good, how the finished good material we can run. So different things are there, like a banking system, like a different cost center accounting system. Okay. Outstanding methods like a payables and receivables, we can discuss. But this model is very important thing. We can use them all together, because if we can operate your Tally, we must be learn these two things, F11 and F12. It is not a one-day process. So we will discuss all these two methods day by day sessions as per the requirements. So when we are maintaining that any concept based, we need to go for that these two things like F11 and F12 methods. Some cases we would like to use F11 and F12. F11 is what we want to implementing of our company level. Every implementation behind a F12 is common. Simple example, you have a mobile. Mobile behind what? Settings. Every mobile we can run with their features like apps. App is a feature, but every app behind or mobile behind the things we can go for the settings like a configurations. But in this case also we are using like that. So it's important thing. And also we will discuss about that, how to create, alter and delete a company. See, create means what? Entry level, how we are entered the things like that. And after that, when we want to modify the things, what are the things you want to modify? Modify means what? Editing. Suppose you have entered a ledger, one ledger you have entered. See here, you have entered like that, one ledger. If the ledger is wrong, if the ledger is wrong, how we are able to enter? So the entry level is good. The editing of the ledger, you want to delete the ledger, you can follow within the methods like that. So this is what we want to do that. Even you can delete a company. Company is the different methods. We will discuss that part. So technically we need to learn, but the core method is accounting things are very important. If you can run your Tally, if you can learn proper way in Tally, the behind the Tally, the accounting things are very important. That is main thing. Without knowledge of accounting things, we are unable to justify your Tally. Even if you can learn, you can't maintain proper way. So at least you can understand basics of accounts. So that parts we will discuss perfectly. Anybody they can learn it. There is no bother about that. Commerce, BE, BTech, and any other courses. If it is important for your career or any business purpose, you can use these all the things, guys. So we can go for that. And also we can use the security user levels, how to maintain the security like that. So these securities are very, very important like that. Different, that is the one of the concept is there, security control. Security control by admin, like a manager through users like accountants, which is allowed and which is not allowed, who can do that certain things, who cannot allowed to certain uh, reportings. Suppose accountant is there. Accountant, we can allow only inputs, not for print level, not for modification level. So these things we can implement all together practically. So every concept Every concept is we are implementing to practically. That practical part we are learning day by day sessions. It is not possible for one day. So we can go for that module number 2 here is, and module 3 is here. This module we are discussing about. See guys, the module 3 is ledgers and vouchers. The most of the organizations are running these ledgers. Already we had discussed it. What is that ledger? The ledger is two day-to-day activity methods like a debit ledger and credit ledger. Some cases we are following the debit, then credit. So how we are able to follow some kind of ledgers like a expenses based ledgers, income based ledgers, asset based ledgers, and liability based ledgers. And any kind of things we can follow the ledger accounts, that will be we can convert into a voucher transaction. Voucher transaction is, it is an activity. It is called a day book activity, like different vouchers like that. So that kind of vouchers are we can use with these all the things. So first we can create all the customers here, customer ledgers, vendor ledgers, expenses, many other things are there. We will discuss you all the concept to practically. And voucher books, or we can maintain the day-to-day activities or voucher books, like which we are paying, which we are receiving, which we are buying and selling, order based, some kind of adjustments. So in Tally, the different concepts are there. The concept by voucher concepts are, so how we are able to follow that voucher concept like that, accounting vouchers, and also one more concept is there, inventory vouchers. Inventory vouchers is nothing but stock relevant, stock vouchers. Generally, we can call stock vouchers. Accounting vouchers, mostly it is a mode of debit by credit. And also we can run with that single entry vouchers, some are double entry vouchers. Single entry aspect means there is no debit and credit mode. Double entry means what? We can go through that debit by credit mode of entries. Inventory vouchers means it's like invoices. Like a different invoices are there, purchase invoice, sales invoice, purchase order, sales order. That is the invoice mode, like a party details, description of the product, discount columns, like a GST columns. We can run many things like that. So this module is very, very important because if you can basically, if you can run a tally, the ledger and voucher is important, right? So how we are able to follow with that ledger and voucher methods? So this cases, we need to run that all together. So all are into that ledger transactions. Got it? So now we can able to follow within that these all things, how we are able to manage. Every ledger or voucher entry behind a F11 and F12 is there. So we will discuss all together F11 and F12 methods in Tally, right? So this is the third module, guys. We can go to that another module. The fourth module is completely inventory management. So what is inventory? The inventory management who will runs? Like a traders. Okay, traders and also manufacturers. Manufacturings. So the inventory is what? Buy the product, sell the product. The manufacturers, like a different manufacturers, like a food industries or chemical industries. Okay, many things like that. Okay, like a clothing, different categories. There is no particular one way of people. The traders, nature of traders working is what? They can buy the product and they can sell the product inward, product outward. So how we are able to manage this kind of methods? In the part of this method, we can learn about these things, guys. That is what? So creation of stock item, units measures, and different categories and different groups, different godowns. And also we can learn about that batches. So what is the batch? The especially for food industries and cosmetic products industries, like a beverages industries, they are following about that batches. The batches means like a manufacturing date through expiry date. We can see that label many products expire in 6 months, expire in 12 months, 24 months. So some kind of products there is no expiry date. Some products are warranty based. So they like a repairing, like electronic products are there. Suppose some medical products are there, food products are there. So any kind of things we can prepare in fundamental methods, inventory management. Once if you know that inventory management, we can go for different concepts are there. How to use the purchase orders, like that. We can go for that purchase orders, guys. And also we can go for that purchase orders, sales orders. Okay. And purchase invoice, delivery note, DC, delivery challan. Okay. Purchase invoices, delivery note, like a different manufacturing journals. So stock transfers like that, that is called a debit note. And also we can run about credit note. We can discuss maximum possible things, how many vouchers are there. We will learn about this, all the things. So the inventory management, the before is what accounting management things. It is a mixed subject. If you can understand the fundamental things, accounting, understanding about the inventory management fundamentals, we can move to that some different problematic methods. So, and also we can utilize this thing, the stock movement analysis, like a reports. What is movement analysis? Suppose a trader or manufacturer, they should maintain the movement analysis. The movement analysis means first 45 days, how much we sold out, how much we purchased inward and outward, 45 days frequent, 180 days, So the different frequent months, how we are able to follow it. So that cases, we need to know about that stock management. Many other reports are there. In the practical, we will show you that. Practical means what? Once if you implement the things, the reports may be implementing more. If you're not implementing any kind of concepts, you are unable to get. So based on their concept level, we can see that different reporting levels. So in this module, we are discussing about that, guys. So inventory modules, inventory also very easy to understand. It is a fourth module like that. Coming to that fifth module, it is a purely into the banking system. So what is the banking system? Like that, we are able to run with the banking system like that. Generally, we are calling a BRS, bank reconciliation statement. It's a very common concept like a intermediate level or degree level. These all are the common concepts. But generally, how we are able to follow it within that BRS methods. So the bank relevant of any transaction, business transactions, like we are paying to the other parties or any vendors, we collected from our customers. So between of transactions, like a any NEFT transaction, RTGS transactions, like a check based transaction, we are issuing a check to others. The same thing, we received the check from other parties, which is income. So how we are able to manage that statement based? So if we can manage your bank statement, we have a special concept is there, banking. In Tally, there is a particular one concept is there, banking concept. The banking concept need to understand how to configure your bank accounts, different bank accounts we can configure, bank reconciliation statements, and advice payments, different advice payments, how we are able to pay. So, and also we can know about the different print configurations, like a check printing configurations. We can know about these banking system like that, right? So this is also important method in Tally. We can see that another module here is, see guys, that is what we are going to use. So the next module is like a GST, taxation. See the majorly how many things? There are three type of features we had discussed, like F11 by accounting, inventory, and taxation. I'll show you in the tally. So this taxation methods, how we can configure that ledger tax configurations. The taxation must be, we can configure that. We can create the different ledger configurations like a CGST, IGST, SGST, TDS entries, local sales tax, anything. So if we can understand these structures of data, we need to know about all the practical methods. Behind practical, we will discuss about theory part. What is GST? Who will run the GST? Who are the dealers in the GST? Like who are the regular dealer, unregistered dealer, composite dealers, and how we are able to generate the e-invoicing, like that GST invoicing, how to face the written entries. For example, customer is return goods to our site, or we are returned to our product into our suppliers. And also we can discuss about different TDS and TCS, tax collected at source of income, tax deducted at source, TDS, TDS is professional, TDS is salary. Many other amendments are there. So this module is, we are discussing about the tally, how we are able to run with that, all the taxation structures, including the tax registration process and the configurations. So the technically we need to learn these all the things, guys. It's a very, very important for the GST in the sixth module. And coming to that, seventh module is a payroll management. See, what is payroll management? The payroll management, it is completely employee management, like that. Employee salary slip. Yes. How we can maintain the employee salary slip? What kind of salary slips we are maintaining, like that? Employee earnings and employee deductions. So some more deductions, some more earnings, like a basics of basic salary, HRA, DA, and some other benefits like that, medical benefits, traveling benefits, some kind of deductions like that, ESI, PF, PT. So how we can configure these things in the payroll? So this is the particular one module. It will take 1 or 2 day sessions like that at least. Understanding of the concept, then we can implement the concept. So most of the things need to understand their core level, then only we can implement the things. We can't directly open the tally, enter the level and execute the output, not like that. Need to understand behind the business environment, either employee or product or anything, ledgers or any cash based transactions, anything itself. So we need to configure these things, how we have to use that attendance voucher and pay slip for payroll vouchers, like that. Different payroll vouchers are there. Already we said like that. Payment voucher, receipt voucher. And coming to the payroll, different vouchers are there, like a attendance voucher, like we can pass. So these things we can follow about that payroll management. Okay, guys. We can go for that. Another thing about model number 8 is like financial reports. Actually, these financial reports we are using regular day classes, but also we can discuss about very special case like that financial reports. We can follow about that different analysis. The recently it was introduced that analysis part. That analysis is called a dashboard. That analysis is called dashboard. Dashboard analysis means what? For example, purchase dashboard, sales dashboard, auto generated reports. I will show you that what is analysis part in the tally. So, and also we'll discuss about that balance sheet regular ways. It's not a one day method. Every method, every problematic, we need to see the balance sheet is correct or not. So trial balance, see here, trial balance and cash flow, ratio analysis, cost center and budget accounting. This is the important topic like that. Cost center and budget accounting, we will show you practically. Estimation of budget, actual budget, how to estimate the actual budget and current budgets. how we are able to estimate how the difference between actual budget and your estimated budget, the difference amount, which is the positive and negative amounts. Suppose we estimated 100 rupees, the expenditure is like the 110 rupees. Sometimes we are expected 100 rupees, the expense only for 80 rupees. So what are the differences are? And also cost center management, the cost center accounting. The cost center accounting, if you can understand that, it's a every place you can utilize the cost center, the middleman. The cost center is the referral, anything like that. If you have done your payment through the person and whom through that activity will be done it. So this kind of structure of data we will discuss. We will give you a content, all the 8 modules content. Day by day sessions we will discuss with that. So different topics, topic discussion, topic implementation, how we are able to implement the step-by-step process, and we can see the reports and how to get the printouts. These all things we will discuss in the Tally module. So hope you everyone is understanding the session is clear. And also we can go for that another module here, 9th module, data security. I think first module we have discussed that, security control. So this is a very technical module in Tally, very technical module, data backup and restore, how to copy paste procedures, user securities like a remote access, multiple users, how we can access like that. Suppose you want to access your laptop, you want to access your mobile. So different servers through. So how we are able to use this access controlling multiple setups, and also user security control management. So already we had discussed that point, like admin and users, like admin is the owner of that, or a accounts manager, or a company owner, or anything. So how we are able to control? The controlling means what? Which things we can allow and disallow methods. That will be common things, which is we discuss at this point. So we can able to do this kind of process, guys. Next level is advanced features and customization. The customization is the different things. It's the company level, like that in that sales team will be done that as per your requirement. Whatever the software, if you are buy first time, that is the default structure is displayed. You want to customize your requirement as per your business things. You want to customize, you can customize it. The Tally sales team will be customize your accounts. And also how we are able to use with the Tally audit compliance features like a CA, chartered accountant features. And also we can run with the different ODBC connectivities and how we can use the integration of Tally data, importing, exporting. Importing means what? Other source of data into that Tally, like that. Simple way, like that, Excel to Tally. Excel to Tally. For example, PDF to Tally. This is the customization. But simple way, one more method, Tally to Excel. This is called like that, Tally to Excel, like a PDF, like a notepad, some other JSON formats, XML formats. So that will be, we can use these all the things. And also we can use that print configurations. How we are able to use the print configuration? Many print configurations are there. Every report behind a print configurations. As per the concept level, we are learning about the print configuration. Print configuration, it is not a standard method. We can learn through different method of things. That is how we are able to use with these all the print configuration, guys. Okay, so it is an easy process. Once if you learn the Tally is a very easiest module. And the total duration of the course is like a 30 to 40 hours. So we will issue a institution certificate. We will send you all the documentations, okay, notes, everything like that. Notes, each and everything we will provide you. We can see practically how we are able to use with that Tally. I can open the Tally.